Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, serene navigators of the new world, of the timeless and spaceless ones. The soil is ripe and sown and the seeds planted. Your roots reach deep into Pachamama. Now it is time to rise, lotus-born legion of the enlightened race of the new Lemuria, the golden ones. We are the blooms of every color, of every nation, of the rainbow tribe of the great mystery. We go by many names, but transcend them all. We are the one in the many, and the many in the one. The quickening is upon us. The golden sprouts transform, grow, and expand into the great blossoms of the Elysium fields. We are the lotus lights born from the still, clear light of bliss. The sky eye has been opened and activated. The dragon and the phoenix merge and rise together to become the eagle and the condor of heaven on earth. The fantastical merges with the mundane, the high with the low, and everything in between. All becomes conscious and clear in this emergence of the dreamer awakening within the dream. As we become lucid and realize we are the dreamer and the dreamed, we merge our dream body with our awakened body and bring online our full, awakened Christos consciousness of our indestructible diamond light body, and wield the great sword of truth to eliminate all that no longer serves Mother Earth and all her children. All is being exposed and revealed in these end days of the old false matrix. This great transformation of this realm into the paradise she was always evolving to be. We are at the final culmination point in these endless omega time loops to resolve and free all consciousness from these programs of suffering and separation. We now have the power to envision and manifest as conscious co-creators everything we can imagine that is for the good of all. Our kingdom has come by the fruits of our labors to birth the new earth for all humanity. Freedom was always a myth that is becoming our new reality. The only thing holding us back is fear, doubt, and worry. The Lion Nation is with us now to support us in gathering the courage and the strength from within to rise up and deep dive through the void to the other shore of 5D and beyond. We stay conscious, awake, and aware through all layers as the veils slowly lift to reveal all that was hidden. The truth shall set us free, knowing that we are divine, sovereign, and free for all eternity. Aho! We have many powerful energies coming in today. It is 8:18 p.m. PST time, October 15, 2021, and we have energies pulsing in right now. Many blasts of white light on the Schumann charts, power of 23. This is fifth dimensional energy, gamma plasma waves flowing in. All weekend is going to be very powerful and intense, and Monday, most very powerful alignment, Ars Solaris with Arcturus. The Arcturian energy is coming in strong now, will be for the next several days, and we'll get a powerful connection and activation from the Arcturians on Monday, this coming moon day, the 18th. This is just another confirmation and synchronization with the 818, the one in the middle of the 88 portal, the Lion's Gate, the Lion Nation coming in. These energies are also connected to the feline people and the Blue Lion Nation. We also had many activations over the last 24 hours. We had 107 M1.5 or greater earthquakes, most powerful on the Ring of Fire, Hokkaido, Japan, with a 4.9, 13 of the Divine Goddess. Earlier today, in Chile, South America, we had a 4.5 and a 4.3, Council of 9 coming in. In the Sacred Portal, Africa, Tanzania, with a 4.7, 11 gateway. This is right on the border of Zambia, at Lake Rukwa by Lake Tanganyika, also very close to the Democratic Republic of Congo. In Haiti today, New Atlantis energy, Divine Masculine 4.0, and the Crown of Lemuria, 2 activations. Sand Point, Alaska, 3.7, 37 into 73, Heaven on Earth. And Rat Islands, Aleutian Islands, 3.6, Council of 9 energy. Then in the heart of Lemuria, Pahala, Hawaii, 3.6, Council of 9 energy. Chile, South America, 4.4, Divine 44. San Antonio de los Cobres, right on the Tropic of Capricorn, Argentina, 4.4, 8.8 portal, Lionsgate, Tonopah, Nevada, 3.7, another 37 activation. Philippines, 4.9, Fiji, 4.4, very deep, 398 kilometers. Back to Africa, Ethiopia, 4.5, more Council of 9 energy. Philippines, 4.5, 999, 111 kilometers depth, 999, and the 111. Honduras, this is Central America, home of our Mayan elders, in the Gulf of Honduras, with a 4.6 activation. And then Cloverdale, California, 3.0, U.S. Virgin Islands, 3.6, Indonesia, Bali, 4.8, 12 of the Divine Feminine, another activation. Indonesia, 4.3, El Salvador, La Libertad, Portal of Liberation, 4.2, Indonesia, 4.8, Crete, Greece, in the Sacred Portal, 4.1. And then back into Africa, another powerful activation, this time in Uganda, close to Lake Victoria, Mitumbar Mountains, on the border of the Democratic Republic of Congo. We had a 4.7 activation, then a 4.9, Hokkaido, Japan, Puerto Rico, 3.5. The grid is fully lit up and fully activated again today. Keep anchoring into the grid, into the ley lines, into the dragon lines, as all is being activated as we rise through this great ascension process. Now let us continue with the current Sabian symbols. Right now, the moon is at 0 degree, 35 minutes Pisces. The sun is at 23 degrees Libra. The current Sabian symbol for the sun at 24 degrees Libra. A third wing on the left side of a butterfly. And the current Sabian symbol for the moon at 1 degree Pisces. A crowded public marketplace, from astrologyweekly.com. And now today, from Isis Channelings, Dussehra, alchemize the victim wound with compassion. Today, the 15th of October, is celebrated as Dussehra, the victory of good over evil. It's the culmination of the 9 nights of the goddess, that is, Navratris, October 7th through October 15th, whereby the goddess fights and eventually destroys the demon on Dussehra. The demon is synonymous with the inner demons of anger, jealousy, lust, greed, etc. that we all harbor within. Navratris are thus traditionally a period of cleansing, purification of our physical, mental, subtle bodies via Durga, Parvati, Lakshmi, Saraswati. Energetically, however, each Navratri brings forth an aspect of the shadow feminine energies to be observed, cleared, healed, and released via the mother wound, the witch wound, etc., which I have covered during the previous Navratris. This time it was the victim wound of the shadow feminine that raised its head to be recognized, healed, and released. Victimhood wound is rather a favorite of the shadow feminine. It revels in persecution mania. Everyone is out to get me, and enjoys playing the blame game to the hilt, a basic lack of courage and responsibility for taking control of one's own life and happiness is cunningly shielded, hidden in a veiled but vicious outward projection of pain, hurt, grief, helplessness, anger, victimhood. The tools employed for the same are toxic manipulation, passive aggression, and backstabbing, hitting below the belt, and are wielded skillfully with lethal precision. Dare to part these murky curtains, shields of victimhood and blame, and one would most likely discover crouching and huddled behind are bundles of envy, jealousy, self-loathing, self-sabotage, anger at self, and feeble will, courage to face the realities of existence. Today, Dussehra, brings with it the cosmic energies to destroy all that no longer serves. It has the potential to serve as a moment of sacred alchemy, of victimhood into masterhood, if we are willingly to employ higher perspective. Venus, Inanna, is at gate of perception presently, and transmute the pain of victimhood into courage, responsibility, and forging the path of our own happiness, thus moving into the frequency of liberation from all shadows, demons, freedom, joy, and enlightenment. Those we seek to help in this transmutation via fire, Dussehra is celebrated by burning the effigies of Ravan and his brothers. Remember, compassion is essential. We hold non-judgmental space for them to transmute their suffering by offering compassion, wisdom, balance, and deep grounding at the edges of our own boundaries. Boundaries are essential, or else there is a danger of getting consumed by the projected toxicities of those we are seeking to help. We wish you a happy Dussehra, and light and grace and joy be the change you want to see. Sake Na from IsisChannelings.wordpress.com, and from Divine Sister of the Light Crystal B Astrology. It's time to get ready to shift. By Monday, October 18th, Mercury and the Big Three, Pluto, Saturn, and Jupiter, will all be moving forward. Get ready for an important go time. And from Divine Brothor of the Light, Jacet Estes. The first group has stabilized the template for the layer completion. As we progress forward, the concept of love will begin to have a solid foundation, while the pressure of this concept is going to lower with more and more who make it through the layer and land in the truth of love. The world stage still have some very strong echoes to play out. The next layer we will begin on the 28th, which is peace. Take your time and celebrate this major step forward as humanity, and enjoy your rest and rejuvenation. Awesome work, Team Humanity. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Karen Lithica. Awaken, integrate, expand. Love every thought and action. Be limitless and free. Be the change you seek. As a wayshower, you are guided now to expand your mission to a higher level of awakening. We ask you to have faith in every step. Be a pioneer for your future. Now is the opportunity to create your new future, to be in light. Sending love for your day, dear one, from KarenLithica.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Ariel Spilsbury. New Earth, the time is now. Ancient skywalkers, rise up. You are being called into wakefulness. Stand in the beauty and power of your true identity. Set aside self-doubt. You are a divine child. Go where your heart draws you to share your great gifts. Surrender to the magic that you are as love, and the miracle will be manifested here on earth. Remember, we dance and sing here for the one heart. Excerpts from the Mayan Oracle, from holographicgoddess.com, and from Divine Sister of the Light, Judith Kusel. Miracles are happening. And how? It is a matter of being open to inner guidance and truly listening and seeing and hearing with the inner eyes and the inner knowing and gut feeling right now, and not with the outer. Tune into your own higher soul self and live the truth of who and what you are in truth. Being true yourself and your innermost soul and the divinity which lives within you is of the utmost importance now. Let the old beast rant and rave. His time has come to an end. His rule by fear is ending so fast that he does not know how to stem the tide anymore. He is now throwing all his toys out of the cot in desperation, yet he is disintegrating rapidly. Thank him, for in doing and acting, the vast awakening of souls is happening at a vast and unprecedented scale. All is serving, all in truth is on track. The divine master plan is coming into the fullness of form and existence, and already here and unfolding within us and around us. Remember the truth of your soul, and remember the truth of who and what you are, divine. Get on with your own soul purpose and mission and focus on it, and you will be lifted beyond the beyond and into the new life and new existence in perfect divine timing with ease and joy. More than this, love, eternal and infinite and ever-present, from JudithKusel.com, and from Forever Conscious. From October 17th through the 19th, The sun aligns with the star Arcturus, opening up the Arcturus gateway. This is a time of high-frequency energy where we can tap into the healing qualities of love and abundance and receive galactic downloads with greater ease. October 17th through the 19th, Arcturus gateway. On October 17, our sun makes its annual alignment with one of the brightest stars in the night sky, Arcturus. As our sun comes into alignment with Arcturus, we are able to merge with its energy and receive its incredible frequencies on Earth. We shall feel this gateway of Arcturian energy with us from October 15th through to the 19th. I have some channeled insights to share with you on this Arcturus gateway. But first, a little bit about Arcturus. Arcturus is about 25 times bigger than our sun and is located north of the celestial equator. You can see it shining brightly from both hemispheres, and it has a distinct orange-red hue. As a bright shining star, Arcturus captured the attention of our ancient ancestors. Many myths and legends were shared about Arcturus, and it was used as a guiding star for those making the long journey across the seas. In Western astrology, Arcturus is believed to be a lucky star that carries the energy of prosperity and determination. It indicates that if we work hard and are fair and honest in our pursuits, we will be justly rewarded. In Vedic astrology, Arcturus is known as Swati, which means very beneficent. Edgar Cayce, the famous psychic and prophet, has also channeled information from Arcturus, saying it was home to a highly advanced alien race. Other psychics and mystics have also channeled information from the star. There are also Arcturian starseeds on Earth, which are those that descended from Arcturus and feel a strong connection to the star. While I am not an Arcturian starseed, I've been told that I spent some time with the Arcturians. From all the galactic beings I've been in contact with, I feel the closest connection to the Arcturians. I have channeled some messages that I shall share with you here. As the sun aligns with Arcturus, we are able to receive its light codes directly to the planet and straight into our bodies. These light codes will enter best from the center of our back, behind the heart chakra. From October 15th through October 19th, spend time meditating on this area of your body. Visualize streams of light entering the mid-portion of your back. Feel this beautiful light, lifting your mood and inviting more joy into every cell of your body. Arcturians are light-hearted beings. They remind us to not take life so seriously and to remember that this is all part of a much bigger game. While life feels so real and so serious to us while we are living it, things are not really what they seem. In fact, our limited capabilities mean that we miss so much. We're only ever seeing part of the details, so we must not get too attached to what we are seeing, hearing, and feeling. Arcturians are incredibly gentle and loving beings. They do not know or hate the way humans do. As our sun aligns with Arcturian energy, we can all be reminded that our ability to love is so much greater than our ability to hate. Hating is easy, but loving is where we find our true courage and strength. Learning to love ourselves, love each other, and love those that have wronged us will lead us to a new power. Even though it seems hard or challenging to show and find love for those that we deem bad or dangerous or even evil, if we open our hearts to recognize that the same love that made them has made us, then we start to heal ourselves and the planet. Just remember the next time you are upset with someone or mad about something, remember that it is easy to be upset, but it is more powerful and more liberating to ask, how can I love instead? You must also learn to forgive yourself, because remember, nothing is as it seems. The wrongdoings that you make in this life could actually be part of something you are not aware of. Ever feel that you have been unfairly treated? It seems that way at the time, but everything makes sense in the end. When you step out of your human body, you will see how everything is connected and everything has its place. Even the notion of feeling unfairly treated has its place. The universe is not random. There is a structure and order, just like every cell of your body has structure and order. It is just that when you are in a human body, the structure and order appears somewhat chaotic to you. This is how it should be, for if you learned the order, the game would be up, and you are here to play a game of sorts. Even though you may be thinking, I want out of this game, your soul agreed to be here. As hard as that sounds, this game is not just a game for entertainment. It's a game for something much more. We cannot share all of the information with you here on this game, but if you ask your own heart and soul, you may just receive a memory or a ping, reminding you that nothing is as it seems. You may even be able to journey yourself back through the Hall of Records and see yourself before you came into this life, mapping out how your avatar was going to play the game. The universe is so big and grand, and there are so many forces we are feeling at different times. You work on the planets in your solar system, astrology, but really you are connected and part of it all. You cannot just take the focus of one planet or one star and say, there, that's it. The universe is not so easy to decode, try as you may. We can tell you that while the universe and stars like us are a good place to look, an even better place to look is inside of you. Rather than look to the movement of the planets, look to the movements of yourself. Look to the subtle changes and reflections that are taking place in your own inner universe. But we understand sometimes it is easy and even necessary to look outside of yourself rather than within. That is why you have eyes to see and lips to tell and feelings to feel. Humans are complex and yet so simple all at the same time. But know that we always come in love. You can ask to connect and talk to us anytime, and if you feel love, then you know it is us. Your planet is about to go through a huge metamorphosis and shift in the coming months. You should see how excited and a little bit concerned we all are across the galaxy. Think of yourself as part of Earth's energy. The entire planet is getting an upgrade and moving up to new levels, which means so too are you. Big things are in the works for Earth, but don't worry so much about it all. You should be used to all this by now. Know that even though things seem like the end, they are never the end. Remember that nothing is really as it seems, so don't get so attached to outcomes and the things that find you. Learn to laugh it off a little, for it's never as real as you think it is. You think that life has a plan for you, but actually it is the other way around. You are a plan for life. You get to decide what life is and how it needs to be lived. Over the years, humans have tried to create some order and structure for comfort and security, but there are better ways coming. If you are struggling, know you are not alone, and if you are not struggling, know it is your job to help those who are. Help each other like you would want to be helped. Don't take things for granted, and know that all of this is temporary. You may be struggling today, but someday you won't be. You may be fine today, but struggling tomorrow, so don't judge, and do go out of your way to help each other. You will see that this game you are playing is not really about how much material items you can possess. That is not how you collect the points. The points you want come from other things. The points have nothing to do with success and everything to do with how you show up when you are called. Love, the Arcturians, from ForeverConscious.com, and from Divine Sister of the Light, Maureen Moss. The presence of new beginnings. All week I felt the presence of new beginnings expand its field. This was not as a result of an experience I had. Although there was an energy presence around me that felt good, it felt right. It felt in alignment with truth. It matters not that the external chaos amplified in the background continuously attempts to draw attention and push itself to the foreground, for the presence of new beginnings is far more compelling, having no need to exert itself. Truth isn't pushed on anyone. It is a felt experience. This expanded presence of new beginnings is catapulting off the massively expansive and impactful 1010 gateway, and in my experience has been gaining momentum since the Lion's Gate, and it shall proceed in and through a continuous lineup of cosmic portals and gateways until year's end. All in alignment with these openings shall be activated to the level of their corresponding frequencies. I also sense this time as the beginning of the next level of experiencing our singular nature with all that is, and our limitlessness corresponding with each one's consciousness. As I wrote that, my higher self chimed in to say, use every circumstance and experience to attend to the throne of your singular nature. With that said, in this presence of new beginnings and attending to the throne of our singular nature, it feels important that we tend to our instinctual nature, source our higher self wisdom, confer with our physical bodies, and hold an unperturbed vision of the birth of your new reality, not someone else's vision. Yours that is in resonance with you. Hold it sacred above all else and consent to nothing less. The current die-off of the world external and reformation of our earthly beings and new earth are only temporarily and seemingly residing in the same space for now, though if looked at closely, the dimensions are quite different. One is in shadow and the other in the light. Be patient as the forces of change level out, and they will. Victory is ours, guaranteed. From my higher self came the words, in and through a time such as this, may you walk this earth with great tenderness, blessing and synthesizing the restructuring forces that have been necessary for a new reality and a new human to become. May you walk this earth in fascination and allowance for your higher self, soul, and destiny plan to take you by your heart and merge you with your human divinity. And may the breath of God breathe into realization your memory of the Christed God Goddess you are. From MaureenMoss.com and from Divine Sister of the Light, Aluna, Joy, Yashkin. Unexpected horizons rising in our future. Your intentions matter. There is a really surprising reboot on the plumed serpent ley line at the end of September. I am told that this kind of reboot only comes once in a very long time during the process of a shift of an age. It came in a very unexpected way, as most things do these days. It became very quiet, vacant, and it felt like a ghost town here. Then a few days later, so much love poured in that it was like living in paradise for another few days. This and so many other cage-rattling, heart-testing, roller coaster cosmic events have caused a huge turning point this fall. We find ourselves in a deep transformation, no going back type of step in preparing for the arrival of the new earth. New horizons are rising in our future, and your intentions matter to what this new earth will bring us. Everything in life is going to manifest at lightning speed, with little to no time to prepare. At the same time, things from the past that no longer serve will dissolve away faster than is comfortable. Time will feel like it is dragging, yet it will also feel mind-boggling fast. In fact, our natural internal clock, in which we measure time by the experiences that we have, will be all over the map. We will be called to live in the pure presence of our higher self more than ever. Living from ego-driven foundations will become more painful and restricting. The new extreme frequency that is now flowing through Earth's ley lines will be especially powerful at those places where ley lines converge and anchor new global intent and purpose. It is flowing through all the ley line estuaries and arteries right to where you live. The magnitude of this ley line shift was so unexpected that it didn't even register at first. It reminds me that we can be somewhat blind to new things that come in unexpected ways, as these last 18 months have surely proven to us. The star elders have been encouraging me for years to keep my eyes open and to expect to see and feel the unexpected. But this time makes us long to prepare for something that we can't prepare for. At this point in the transformation, this new energy has no orientation point that originates from a prior life experience. It no longer comes from our ancestral memory. It comes from a total new and unknown place that is our collective future. This is leaving us feeling confused, unmoored, and vulnerable. It can make us wonder why we are here at all. We feel this way because we still have one foot in the past and one foot in the future. We are literally tipping the balance toward moving into a new future world. At the same time, we are being required to let go of the old world. It is a very wise choice to put our energy or attention toward anything that is crumbling, as we don't want to go down with the ship. We have to ask ourselves, what are we holding on to and why? Question everything, even yourself, and foster the ability to see from many other perspectives to broaden your ability to see the larger plan. Ask yourself, am I holding on to something that is obsolete because it feels safe? Or are we stepping into new energies for a new reality that could be a little scary? This current unique life experience commands deep patience, along with the ability to leap at a moment's notice. This time around, humanity must awaken in waves to maintain a healthy balance and to maintain a physical body. If everyone awakens at the same time, like in past shifts of an age, the energy will be too drastic to be physically survivable. This is the first time that we have decided to maintain our bodies through a shift of an age. In all other ages past, we dropped the physical body to make the transition swifter and much less complicated. In the past, it was much more unified process. The current unique shift has caused many unexpected problems because we decided to ascend with our body intact, and this has slowed the process down, which does not match our old subconscious memory of the closure of past ages. This has created massive consciousness divisions that have manifested as blistering levels of contempt for those who do not see reality as we do. Many people feel driven to preach their position and perspectives with fervor and a fiery authority, as they can see others are not waking up the way they expect them to or the way they have. But this is simply humanity reacting out of an old, past life memory of how we ascended in the past. There is no amount of truth worth knowing if we lose compassion for humanity. We need to remember it is not going to be the same this time around, and is not going to go down as we expect. There's been no way to anchor or understand what is happening. The great void or unknown that we have stepped into has also caused some of humanity to grip onto what is still left of the old, known world, and this has caused polarization, anger and fear, and overreaction. We have all had the rug pulled out from under us, and our survival autopilot has engaged to protect us, as it is supposed to. But this autopilot has engaged in the foundational frequencies of a new world does not support it. We already see that it is failing all around us. All we have left to stand on is to trust God within. We will see many wanting to stoke the fires of division and feed the anger and ramp up the mockery toward those who don't see things as they do. This is an issue that will continue to build throughout the rest of this year. This will continue until these different perspectives remember the larger plan and see, even with their good intentions, that we are simply acting from a past life program that no longer works in this situation. It is time to acknowledge that truth is not coming from old world platforms anymore, and we need to let them go. The way through this phase is by stepping into our unique frequencies, to follow our heart, and not our exhausted ego minds. This is the divine purpose of humanity now, and it is a doorway through this ascension process. Now it is time to purposely starve the energies of the old, dualistic world by removing our attention from them. You no longer need them. The fight or flight response and everything connected to division and separation will not be needed in the very near future. There will be no need for defense against anything because everything will be known as from the one source God of which you are a divine part. The only truths, programs, systems, and realities that will remain will be things based in a new, natural law of creation that comes from the source foundation of this new world experience. Remember, you are stepping into being a living master. It is important to take care of this arriving new energy and learn to use and direct it in ways that will benefit all life, not just our personal agendas. Remember, your actions, motivations, beliefs, and what you hold on in your subconscious and consciousness will tell the universe what you want to create. Your intentions matter. What you prepare for is what you will manifest. Be very clear about your intentions, and especially your motivations to why you act the way you do. Global awakening does not have to mean a total collapse of the old one, so it is beneficial to quit feeding that old program. We must break away from repeating old programs of building up and tearing down of civilizations for us to evolve. This was the way it was done in the past, but there are other options available now. We have an opportunity to step away from that old program and create from a new experience. We all have many ways to support ourselves and our planet with evolved and centered heart energy. So I encourage you to go out and have your actions match your awakened intent. Do uplifting things, be kind, be compassionate, be inclusive. Do less judging, teaching, pushing, and be more loving, and run your life with a foundation of compassion. Everyone's path is opening on their own divine timing. Love everyone and honor all the unique ways they choose to walk their path. When we come out on the other side of this global transformation, what will matter is how we reacted to the navigation of this new transformation and how we carried ourselves through this time. Remember, what perspective we feed with our energy is the one that will birth into our new world. So feed the new energy with what you want to see manifest. Could our new reality be us living in paradise? Yes, it could. Fill your heart and mind with love, appreciation, and gratitude. Appreciation and gratitude are some of the most powerful tools to open doorways to new experiences and dimensions. Keep your consciousness focused on the end goal and not on the fractured divisions and destruction of the old world. Build an unshakable trust in the wisdom of this divine process. Know that your presence and process is going just as planned. How could it be otherwise? Your spirit and earth are filled with timeless wisdom, alchemy, and are grounded by new laws of nature. Let go of things that are dissolving under your feet. Empower the things that are beginning just now to manifest. It takes a full 20-year cycle, a Khatun cycle, to anchor the new sacred calendar that began in 2012. We are in the most intense time in this Khatun, the center 2 years, and you are still standing. So you can celebrate that you have survived this incredible challenge of a lifetime while inhabiting a clunky human spacesuit that was uploaded with outdated programs, all during a crucial shift of an age. This is why your human spacesuit is getting such a cage-rattling workout. You have had to reprogram a body while still living in it. That is a huge feat. Remember to expect that the new energies will be unexpected until we land fully on the other side of this transforming time. So if you think you know what this is about right now, consider you might be mistaken. Know that if you can fully prepare for it, it is probably an alluring detour from an old program that feels safe and familiar. You have so much surprising wisdom of the ages at your disposal now, if you can let go enough to reach it, and you will. Aluna, Joy, Yashkin with the Star Elders. I have been a watcher and reader of the collective for my entire life. With the guidance of the Star Elders, I have learned about special energy sites, vortexes, ley lines, and shifts in energy since I was a small child. For the last 36 years, I have lived on the plumed serpent ley line. It is one of 2 major ley lines on our Mother Earth. I have lived in Sedona, Arizona for the last 23 years, and previously lived in Mount Shasta, California for 13 years. We have offered pilgrimage and ley line earthwork in sacred sites internationally since 1995, and hope to offer this to you again by this next summer. It is our greatest joy to help you have a deep spiritual experience that you will never forget. From alunajoy.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Rebecca Campbell. Anything inauthentic can no longer survive. Anything that is not in alignment with who you truly are is proving harder and harder to hold on to. Rugs are being pulled. Foundations are crumbling. Sometimes the tower must fall. Death is just as sacred and holy and natural as birth. We were never meant to stay stagnant, in full bloom all year round. It's against our nature. It's against all of nature. We are ever-changing beings living in an ever-changing world. Change is our natural state. For some time now it seems as though something is trying to get our attention, to bring us to a halt, to wake us up, to break us down, to crack us open, to help us remember who we are and why we came, to connect us to our core, our essence, our soul, to urge us to build our lives on unshakable foundations, sustainable foundations, congruent foundations, inner foundations, to return us over and over again back to the earth, each other and ourselves. Finding the courage to let go of the life or world that we have consciously created is scary. Releasing who we thought we once were in order to surrender into who we are becoming is bewildering. It's why not everyone does it. But you are not everyone. None of us are. I believe we each came into this world with a plan seeded within us, that every single one of us is a seed for the future of humanity. And just like the seed in the soil, we have stored within us the intelligence needed to thrive and grow. Yes, maybe we are the seeds of the prayers of our grandparents. Perhaps within us future forests and rose gardens will grow. It is not your job to save the world. It's your job to be yourself, to trust what has always been seeded within you, to surrender to that and to then let it bloom and grow. And then when the time comes to throw our petals to the wind, for the change to do it again and again. From RebeccaCampbell.me. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Carolyn, 144 God Code. Even though things may not have turned out the way you wanted, it is a blessing. The ego used to control and prevent you from attaining this level of sovereign enlightenment. However, now you are surpassing that old mindset and achieving the internal alignment needed to step into an abundant, fruitful mindset. Wake-up codes are activating the cellular memory to think and feel like Christ, your natural state. Keep persevering forward into this new state of consciousness. Let go and release the burdens you've been holding on to. Redirect your energy into moving ahead. Forward focus will help complete the emotional healing from the past cycle, bringing balance and solidarity needed to continue growing. You are supported to successfully journey into your new, renewed, Holy Grail union. The feminine components of self are still healing from all the loss experienced from toxic relationships. These people never gave you the commitment you wanted or deserved. As an embodiment of the divine feminine Christ, the seed point of attracting non-committal relationships is transmuting. Restoration of your precious power and how sacred you are is expanding from within. Soon you will realize that you want your equal, evolved, divine match. Today is a major day of progress. New ideas, messages, changes, and moves are happening for you to expand. Leave the heavy burdens and deception of the past behind, and focus on being stable and healthy as the next step in your evolution and union of the beloveds. In Jesus Christus' name, Amen. From Carolyn Kundalini Twin Flames. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Adrian Elise, Gaia Daily, October 15th through the 18th, Tables Turned. This weekend is full of powerful astrology as we head towards a culmination of energy with next week's full moon. This full moon happens at 27 degrees Aries, just a couple of days after Mercury and Jupiter turn direct on the 18th. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, representing rebirth. With the moon in Pisces over the weekend and a bunch of tension aspects, we are moving through the darkness and into the light. All of our personal planets are in intense relationships with the big player planets. Pluto, Jupiter, and Neptune stand guard in the last three signs of the zodiac. Everything is pointing to the end of one cycle and the beginning of another. Jupiter turning direct in Aquarius says there is nothing stopping us from moving into the Aquarian age. It's full bore ahead. Mercury is exactly opposite of Chiron as it turns direct. How do we break free of the chains that have kept us back without getting engaged in a lower battle with the enemy? It's the art of war. We must face the truth in order to get empowered. This transit is about focusing our suppressed, righteous anger back into our heart to stand up in our full being for what is right and good and true. It's time for the tables to turn. The Sun and Mars are in exact conjunction this weekend and coming into square with Pluto in a Capricorn. This will make a cardinal T-square with the Aries full moon. Cardinal signs are about starting something new. Aries is very angry and will not take it anymore. Frustrations are running high around where we have given away our power and freedom. It's time to take back our world. Are you on board the train? Venus is in a painful square with Black Moon Lilith, bringing up shame and the darkest feelings that have been hidden within our psyche. We are all facing where we have unknowingly gone against God's will by playing along with this game. It's a time of repentance and deep psychic cleansing as we plead and apologize to our Creator for taking part in the darkness of this world. Now that we know, we can use this time of purification to drop all the old stories, practice radical forgiveness, and walk away from everything that does not align with the light of truth. From AdrianElise.com. From Divine Sister of the Light, Leah Whitehorse, Lua Astrology. Sun in Libra, trine Jupiter retrograde in Aquarius. As yesterday's weird vibes fall away, we are put in touch with what brings us joy. Yes, there's a whole lot of tense background action happening astrologically and collectively, but we can't spend all our time worrying or despondent over what could be and isn't. Jupiter flings out his arms to the sun, showers us with a little glitter, and nudges us into a smile. But more than gifts, Jupiter brings a moment of understanding, a sense that there is something bigger, a higher purpose, a plan. The future may be an unknown quantity, but we can hope. Yes, we can hope. So today watch a comedy, slap on a smile, giggle with your friends, laugh with your children, play fetch with your dog or cat. Today read the good news channels. Take time away from the serious stuff, the dire warnings, the constant outpouring of bad and worse. Today is a time to magnify the light, the good, the inspirational. Hold up your hands to the sun, yes, even if it's a gray day, and know that you are blessed. From LeahWhitehorse.com, 4444 coming in, 88 Lionsgate, Lyra Nation, the felines of hope, healing, and prosperity. And from the Tzolk'in Times, Keen 45, Red Rhythmic Serpent. The number 6 is called rhythmic, and its keywords are organize, equality, and balance. The 6th step of any wave spell is about striving for balance, sorting yourself out, and being practical. It's day 6 of a 13-day journey, and like a quartermaster, you must consider what you need to continue. This is not very exciting, but it is a very necessary procedure. Today is Red Serpent, and the keywords associated with it are instinct, survival, and life force. The serpent is a very sensitive creature and always knows what is going on in the vicinity. Every little vibration or movement is noticed. If you use your senses today, you will know how to survive and how to organize what you need. The serpent represents Kundalini energy, which lies coiled at the base of your spine. When the serpent uncoils and reaches the crown, enlightenment is said to be obtained. This symbolizes chakra alignment, and since balance is a key word associated with today's number, this indicates that we need to balance our chakras. Remember, we are in the wave spell of enlightenment, and so this rebalancing can really be helpful. Also, when the serpent stays too long in the base chakra, this energy gets stuck and can lead to obsessions, and this unbalances the Kundalini energy, which may seem like fun, but it prevents the serpent from uncoiling and reaching enlightenment. Today is guided by Red Serpent, and so this is a double helping of this energy. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, Red Rhythmic Serpent, 6, Chikchan, Keen 45, 15th of October 2021, Balancing Life Force. 1510-2021 equals 610-5 equals 615 equals 66 equal 12 equal 3 66 Christ Heaven Portal. Day codes 15 Charisma Magnetism, 6 Heaven Christ Harmony Romance Family, 3 Holy Trinity Joy Creativity. Month year codes 10 Manifestation Authority Power, 1 New Beginnings, Leader, Original, 15 Spiritual Alchemy, Charisma, Magnetism, 6 Heaven, Christ, Romance, Harmony, Keen 45 equal 9 Endings, Destiny, Service, Compassion, Humanity, a very intense and divine healing day, rising from the ashes. Day 6 in the Yellow Sun wave spell of illuminating our highest evolutionary path, to reclaim our soul power and full sovereignty. Day 6 is where we bring ourselves back into balance by drawing up our Kundalini energy from our base to our crown chakra, expanding it out to flow with Source in our quest to become enlightened. Tone of creation, rhythmic, tone 6 in the physical realm. Action balances, power organizes, essence equality. The rhythmic phase is the one where this all-adventuring and radiating miracle that is you learns to walk, but consciously, precisely, with fine organizational instincts, and what superb balance we see. Very soon you have mastered walking and are up and running. Go forth and explore your territory. Today the rhythmic tone asks you to focus on your physical world, your daily life and routine. You are driven to organize your life in better ways to create balance. Through balance we achieve equilibrium, centeredness, and a strong connection to Source. The rhythmic tone is also known as the feng shui tone, so get to it today. Organize your physical surroundings, home, workplace, garden, to clear out the old stagnant energies. Balancing the energy forces creates more harmony, unlocking the fresh chi and life-enhancing forces that bring in new opportunities, prosperity, happiness, and success befitting for the new Earth sovereigns. Planetary service. Our planetary serpents are activated today to bring greater balance to our planet. As it is a physical tone day, we may witness Mother Gaia releasing and reorganizing herself to restore greater equilibrium and vitality in her meridians, ley lines, and chakras. This may indicate even more earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and such phenomena. The bigger picture of 5D ascended Gaia is the gift today. So hold the vision of a balanced earth filled with her happy children, glowing with health, vitality, vibrancy, harmony, and prosperity. Today's question is, are you following your instincts from higher guidance in order to restore balance and live passionately at a higher frequency? Divine blessings for attaining more balance, passion, and vitality today. In lakech alakin. Christina, White Magnetic World Bridger, Keen 66. Keen 45, Red, Rhythmic Serpent. The mantra, the code for today is, I organize in order to survive. Balancing instinct, I seal the store of life force. With the rhythmic tone of equality, I am guided by the power of my own power doubled. And on this powerful day of activations, transformations, and manifestations, let us know in the comments below what you're feeling, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions. And we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now I'd like to take the time to thank everyone supporting us in our work and mission. If you'd like to help support us and help us continue bringing these transmissions to the world, you can make a monthly pledge to our Patreon page at whitegoldeagle.com. I'd like to thank Divine Sister of the Light, Arifa Gill, for another donation. Thank you very much, Divine Sister. If you'd like to make a one-time donation, you could do so to our PayPal account at eaglelovecondor.com. Now I'd like to thank everyone also that are supporting my Sacred Condor's artwork on Etsy. You can purchase her beautiful handmade goddess totems, zodiac goddesses, and other works of art at lunagoddessart.com. Now we're going to complete today's transmissions with powerful codes from our Pleiadian bro stars and sisters of the light. Pleiades 1 messages, October 15th, 2021. P1 calling Terrans for origins recognition. Attention for calls in PVSE-SDE. Transitions lovingly approved. Dynamism increases. Special deconstructions in progress. Special revelations continue. Harmonious sensations increase. The line, the star bearers. Line illumination in progress. 55% non-regressive. The light celebrates. Divine artistic expanded. Plus revealing moves. Plus 11. Proj Sust 11. 79% non-regressive. Hermetic synchronization started, 92% non-regressive. Conditionals dissolve, hermetic reverberations in progress, 91% non-regressive. Transfers to Calthart are approved, second wave, 39% non-regressive. Elemental realms expand consciousness, temporarily end of transmission. Pleiades 1 supporting multiple opening portals. From disclosurenews.it. Thank you for joining us today on another powerful day. We're going to have a very powerful weekend, and next week many powerful alignments, activations, and downloads coming in. So be sure to stay in your presence in this now moment, in the eternal now, as you feel your connection to all things, and we navigate these new waters, exploring the deeper depths of our consciousness. And remember, the deeper you go, the higher you flow. Keep your feet firmly anchored upon Pachamama, and your eyes, your visions in the heavens. As we are the rainbow bridges connecting heaven and earth, keep walking gently your sacred path with heart, and shine your light brightly into the night. Be sure to make this the best day ever. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.